going on out there, everybody? Sorry we're a little late, but things ran overtime today.
Oh my.
Exactly, as you hear, we actually have quite a few people on the call. Johnny, I did see your message where you said you had to go. No worries, dude. We'll be seeing you tomorrow or whenever, so not a problem. We have with us, of course, as always, the forever faithful and lovable Foulmouth Bobbit.
What's going on, y'all?
And of course, we have Trekopedia with us again this week.
Hey guys, how's it going tonight?
Going great.
And for our special guests, people we have not heard from for a while, we're going to start with Mellow Yellow Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am so glad I'm here. What's up? What's up, Heather?
Not much. We also have the wonderful Merge.
Wow, I'm wonderful now.
And of course, last but not least, we have the wonderful Johnny Holes as well.
I have to pee, but I don't want to think about it because I don't want to get up. So I just don't want to get up. How are you?
I hate this.
I'm doing great.
She's pregnant.
Yes, I am,
I know, congratulations. In the name of Johnny, I heard.
It's not triplets, no. That's part of the reason why we were running late today is because I finally got to the doctor's and got some things taken care of. There's still a few things to take care of. First and foremost, we figured out best guess. I am 21 weeks and 3 days along.
Whoop whoop.
Yes. On top of that, we got to hear the baby's heartbeat for the very first time today.
That's cool.
Absolutely. And our estimated due date is November 26th.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's coming around the corner, guys. Get ready.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You're not going to find out the sex until the baby's born, or?
We are actually having to wait until... Go ahead, Gator. Go get him. We are having to wait until I can get covered under some sort of insurance.
Gotcha.
To be able to afford the ultrasound, so that'll be coming soon. I saw in the chat there, Chad, that you've been wanting to get into this game. I gotta tell you, right now is the time to do it. Because we are coming up onto the newest expansion for this game. Which is going to be quite interesting because now they're bringing it back to it being Alliance versus the Horde. So, yes, Chad, we are indeed halfway there. It's exciting.
It's the Chad, man.
Let me fix this window here so I can actually see the chat a little better. There we go. And we're going to bring you right into the world here with my level 110 Paladin, which is the highest you could go at the moment until the patch hits. And as you see, we have a whole bunch added here, and the bars are changed. Looks like I've lost a couple of abilities, which of course comes with any expansion that's major. Yes, I know my talents have been reset.
So when they have an expansion, it resets talents and takes away things?
It does, and I'm going to take care of that with you right now. And as you see, I do have a quest right now, being told to meet with Sylvanas in Orgrimmar. So that's going to start out something fun.
This game's like RuneScape on steroids.
Kind of, yes, absolutely.
I've never played World of Warcraft, but for a minute it sounded very Game of Thrones-ish.
It's very close to that, without it being actually part of it, which I think this was the... Yeah, we'll go with that one for the player versus player talent. Which I don't
You think that's where they got the idea from?
I'm sorry?
You think that's where they got the idea for the new update?
No, actually, I think that's where the writer for Game of Thrones got the idea for Game of Thrones, is from this game, because this game's actually been around since early 90s. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't even remember what spec I'm under. Specialization. Okay, I'm under the tank spec. So I'm going to be looking for spells and stuff that can actually help me be protective. Blockhead.
And you can have like a squad of people if you wanted?
I could. Which is actually, where I am right now is the, as you can see, the Sanctum of Light. This is the Paladin's sanctuary, in a sense. And I can come, oh, actually there was something.
And you're a paladin, I'm taking it.
On this character, yes, I am a paladin. I also have a level 110 hunter.
Which one do you prefer?
I actually do prefer my hunter, because with the paladin, when it comes right down to it, it's more a whole thing of just smash and go.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it gets kind of boring being a paladin after a while. And Chad, don't feel bad. I have several level 100s and ooh, with the keystone. Okay, I have several level 100s and quite a few level 110s. So now, granted, it took me a while to build them up, and I've been playing this game since 2004.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I've been playing for a while.
It reminds me of that story that Johnny Holmes told me that one day. Back in 2004. It was a crazy night. Oh my.
Yeah, it's nuts. Nuts, I tell you.
It was amazing. I love that. That was like my fantasy almost.
Well,
Johnny Holmes lived it.
Wow, sounds like a lot of nuts.
It's crazy. It was a lot of nuts. A lot of nuts.
Let's get to setting up my talent points here to get everything set up, and then we'll head on over to Argrimmar and get things started for y'all.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, hello, David Wells. How are you?
That's Big D, baby.
Yes,
I threw out smelly garbage today, and all I do, the smell is stuck in my nose. It's driving, I don't understand. Hey!
I swear to God, Johnny Holmes, same here. I walked into my house, and I said, what the hell is that smell? And I put it outside, and it's still in my nose, even though the smell is gone.
It's sitting there. It's like fermenting or something. Ugh.
Maybe it's on our nose hair or something.
it's always fun when that happens. Definitely one blinding
Stinks,
light.
literally.
Oh, fucking weird.
What's going on, Bobby?
Oh, there he is.
He's loving it.
He's loving it.
You okay, Bobby?
I just scored.
We are supposed to get the worst weather for the next 4 days on the island. It's going to be insane. All it's going to do is rain.
That's what it's
And
doing
others-
here right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
We
So
need
I'm
it.
going to be underwater. It's lovely talking to all of you darlings for the last time.
You're gonna be a fish. It's raining where you guys are, JP and Heather?
I'm sorry?
It's raining and storming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't started here yet. Where are you darlings?
We're in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Wisconsin.
The
Always
land of
forget.
cheese.
Oh, I love cheese.
We grow cheese on trees here.
Pretty much.
I want a cheese
Be right
tree.
back, guys.
Thanks
for
for the
Alright,
warning.
Wow, you two are like twins.
Pretty much.
You have sex
And that
with
means
them.
the
It kinda
triplets are
happens
gonna come out of Heather. I'm telling you, it's triplets.
It's not. It's only
It's
one.
not. It's only one.
There's only one
Damn.
heartbeat. Which, thank God.
I wanted one just to be mellow because you had to find just a name because you have three of them. I have so many, I have to just pick something.
And I actually smiled publicly for the first time in a long time when I heard the heartbeat. I don't smile publicly very often.
Unless he's been drinking at a family function.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, JP.
I'm excited.
This is what you guys need. Listen, nothing like an innocent new being in a world.
Yeah, absolutely. That we get to mold and corrupt in our own little way.
Pretty awesome. Congratulations to both of you. I think that's great.
Thank you, Johnny.
The first community baby.
Yep.
That it is.
So does that your baby like the what's her name in X-Men? What the heck is her name? Hope Summers?
I don't know what he's talking about. You're weird. What
The baby is going to be the youngest monetized champion.
The first mutant.
I don't know what you mean.
Never mind.
No, I'm sorry. I don't watch X-Men and all that stuff. I'm not into
Oh, is that that?
Oh no!
little
Well,
girl-
all it is that. Oh, go ahead, Mello. Sorry.
Was that the little girl that was rescued by
Cable.
Octave? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was so Marvel Comics did a storyline not a long while back, where they got rid of all the mutants, and then the first mutant born after a long time was a descendant of the Summers, of Cyclops or something. So the little girl, and that was basically the first mutant when they started bringing them back.
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
Okay.
So I guess what Trek's saying is special, very special,
Yep.
and the first.
Now I fucking agree.
They call him Trekpedia. He knows it all.
I freaking
Sure does.
driving me crazy today. Crying out loud.
What's
Yes,
driving you
There's
crazy?
also the expert of cock.
Urge.
What?
Urge.
What's that?
Where'd you get your name?
Well, my name actually, that's Drew's fault.
Uh-oh.
Drew was actually the one who came up with it. He said it was a merger of personalities, and he just started going with merge, so I stuck with it.
Ah, darn.
Okay,
Nice.
so Chad asked in the chat what flying mounts I have. This is going to take a little bit here for a second, so let's see. We're going to go in the
Is that a
alphabetical order here.
scorpion?
You got the Armored Bloodwing, Azure
Ooh.
Cloud Serpent, Black Drake, Celestial Steed, the Dark Phoenix, Enchanted Fey Dragon, the Golden Cloud Serpent,
You're gonna be here all fucking night.
Hearth Steed, Winged Guardian, Albino Drake.
Oh, that's me.
There you go. Blue Drake.
Yeah.
I have the Bronze Drake. There's more to come. There's more to come. Jade Cloud
So these are-
Serpent
So these are creatures that you
can ride in the
mount and ride, and they all have different abilities, I'm guessing?
Not different abilities. It's some can fly, some can't. Of course, I got the Swift Purple Wind Rider. I got the yellow one as well.
Chad is liking it. He is envious.
I'm partial to the Dark Phoenix myself, but that good name.
I mean, there's so many in here that I can still get. But as you can see, I can set some of my favorites. And yes, the Dark Phoenix is freaking phenomenal looking, which actually...
Woohoo.
You know what she's gonna do.
Yep.
Let me...
I'm actually looking at the chat. I'm looking at what Chad said about their drought, the drought they're going through, and wasn't that long ago that in California we were going through this something similar where it hadn't rained in forever, and that's why we had the wildfires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it weird and amazing that a state a country, or anything on an entity of water sitting there can have so much drought.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, in fact, here, what this person here is on right now is one I've been wanting to get for a while. It is called the Mystic Rune Saber.
Ooh, wow. I don't see anybody else with it.
Yeah, some of these mounts are very hard to get.
Hey, Bobbit, what's the show for on Saturday? What are you guys talking about on Saturday?
It's going to be the start of the Harry Potter
Oh,
series.
we gotta watch the first episode again.
I love those movies so much.
Yes,
oh
and
my
that
god.
will be the very first episode on the new channel of Behind the Reels. So if you have not subscribed to it yet, please go do so now. That's going to be where we do all of our movie reviews, predictions as well for movies.
So it's going to be new and old movies?
Absolutely.
Just a whole... Cool.
And Trek and JP here are going to have their own show reviewing horror movies on that channel.
Oh, I want in on that one.
Do you?
Trek is a scary guy, man.
I actually know stuff about movies. That's like something I know a lot about. So I'd love to do that. Yeah, sure.
Get DM either Heather or myself. We follow you. I have open DMs. Just DM us and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Movies are great.
I don't know when we're gonna start the horror movie show. Yeah. Trek hasn't gotten with me.
Yeah, the two of you have to discuss on that.
You
And
should do
Cody,
only
I
Friday
see
the
you-
13th.
That's definitely going to be one of them for
That's
them
the
because
first one.
that's the favorite for both of them. So I believe this is the start of the quest for the legendary necklace that you are going to be able to get.
Is this the expansion?
Part of it, yes.
Wow, look at those characters. They're all unique.
But yes, Johnny, just DM one of us, and if you're able to do it, we start at 7:30 Eastern time. Well, they do on Saturday, so if you want to join or whatever, that's what time it is. Just DM Heather or me or Bobbit, and we'll add you to the call.
I'd love to, yeah. I mean, I almost went to, for my PhD in film. That's like, I absolutely love movies. So, yeah, sure, I'd love
absolutely. Bob and I are also major movie nerds, so definitely be a good fit. And like I said, it's going to be over on the new channel, and we are going to be reviewing all 8 movies within 8 weeks. So...
I don't know much about the Harry Potter flicks, but if it...
Have you watched any, Johnny?
I saw the first 2 or 3, I think.
Did you read any of
The
the
third
books?
one is my favorite.
But I didn't see the other ones after that. No, I didn't read any of the books, unfortunately.
Okay.
I have the first edition of the first Harry Potter book.
Wow.
all my Harry Potter books are back in New York.
Yeah, I went to Sam's Club when it first came out, before any hype or anything, and they had the first pressing of the first edition.
That's cool.
That was...
I like the first 3 movies were really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to see the rest of them.
And they really get very good. I mean, it gets more adult-like, I would say.
It
Like,
does. You can, if somebody actually took the time to sit there and transpond all the movies in their timelines into just seeing the colors of the films, and it goes so dark, and then it gets light.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how it goes.
That's true, yeah.
Actually, I'm right there with you, Johnny. I'd maybe scarcely watched the movies. I only recently started even paying attention to the books because the school I work at, one of the teachers was reading the first 2 books to their class, so I'd be walking in there when they're doing their reading time, and I'm catching the entire book.
Right.
So yeah,
Very good.
that's actually one hell of a good series of books and / movies.
Right.
Yes.
And how the ending is it just makes it all worth it.
It does. And Chad, I agree with you. This is one of the best multi-person player online games to have existed in a very long time. And not to mention the fact it's also taken on its own sort of personality.
It's been here forever, and what game can say, hey, we're here for 12 years or 20 years or however long it is? It's crazy.
Exactly. That's what it always comes down to. And it's one of those things of what other game out there that's for the PlayStation or even for the computer that can sit there and say, I've been around over 10 years and I've gained every single year.
Yeah. The only thing is RuneScape, but that's not even close to WoW's audience.
It's not. Yes, RuneScape has some great maps, but another thing with RuneScape is it's still that 8-bit kind of character to it.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't even like the new one. I play the old school.
Right.
I was actually going to say, like, in terms of media, like, I'd love if I get a chance to catch you guys on Saturday. I'd love to pop in and all that, at least in the chat or something. But one of the, outside of the Harry Potter movies, anything else that I've actually caught in terms of fantasy or alternate history and all that is, what series was it? The Man in the High Castle?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that. Is that the Nazi?
Yes, it is, Mello. It's
if they would have won the war, it would have how everything would have been.
Yeah, and
like
it's on Amazon, but it's on Amazon Video. But it's one of those that it's not like Game of Thrones where you have to kind of sit through the first maybe half of the first season just to be able to get into it. This is literally one of those where they probably hook you in from the first episode and then you're just on a ride for the rest of it. Right now, I went through the entire 2 seasons that are on there like they weren't even there, and then now I'm just waiting on what they're going to do in season 3.
Interesting.
Which is supposed to be coming out later this year.
You binged it, man. You binged it.
Pretty hard when they're hour-long episodes.
And Chad, I have to agree with you. I'm more a horde person. I play both sides, and the Alliance. When it comes to questing for the Alliance side, I found it so difficult because it is so far spread out with everything, and it's not just It's
so it's
not
good
just
for
with the humans.
so
it's also with the dwarves and the gnomes. It's ridiculous how spread out everything is. You have to be running
really
4 or 5.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
That's a really cool mount.
But this is one of the in-game mounts. It's basically a worm, or what they call a worm.
A worm.
It's what they call them within the game.
Holy crap! I didn't want to come across that in the wild.
Exactly. This is basically so that I can get closer to where I need to be for the quest without boring you guys with flying.
The last time I did any kind of a game with flying was Spyro the Dragon many, many years ago.
Right.
Oh, that was good. What's up, Doug Ford and Dan? And we got Drew Gatekeeper and Chad and Trek.
We got a lot of people watching tonight, which welcome everybody. This is our little preview to what is to be offered for the expansion that they have released with the pre-patch thus far. So thank you everybody for stopping in. I'm not going to be on too long tonight because yes, he's not feeling well and I've had a long day as well. So,
Or JP.
I guess I gotta ask the question that I haven't asked in a while, and I know JP's expecting it.
What's that?
Where's Gator?
He's right here. He's right here. He's laying on
He's
the floor.
making JP feeling better.
Yeah, I've been. They told me to go home yesterday, and I'm like, I don't want to, but if you say so.
Yeah, it's a mess out there right now. They did make a change to the mini maps here, which I kind of don't like, because it covers up.
Why
the
did they
quests
do
now.
that? That's weird.
Yeah, it covers up the quests now, so it's like, okay, am I not supposed to see what I'm supposed to do? So it's weird.
You know, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what wild creature you're gonna get.
Very true.
Mama told me, at least. Blame my mom.
Funny, I would have sworn that was advice from the sage Johnny Holmes.
Yes.
Johnny Holmes. Who farted?
Xanrex, I already have the box set of the Harry Potter books, and it's the hardcover version of them. They're just all up in New York, so.
Johnny Holmes. Holy crap. Sing it, Bobbit.
The great Johnny Holmes. He is a legend among men. Some say he was born at the Fires Memorial Works, and others say he was just a failed science experiment. All hail the great and mighty Johnny Holmes.
It's nice of you, Dan.
Ladies and
But
gentlemen,
those
Johnny
box
Holmes.
sets are very expensive, so no thank you.
Urban legends of our time.
And the book, according to Holmes, turn to page 27. Thank you. Praise be.
What does the Book of Holes tell us, Johnny?
Damn it! I just
No, that's the religion now. The religion of the holes.
That it is.
The religion
of the whole.
of holes. It's very holy, Bobby. Very holy.
It is.
There you go, the holy religion. The holy faith.
The sun, the ghost, and the Johnny Holes.
It's possible.
So let's see how much they've destroyed this place, considering there wasn't much to do in this place to begin with.
Father, the Sinister, and the Johnny Holes.
Or I still
This
think
has
it
been
was-
shallow
I know.
thoughts, Johnny Holes. Very shallow. Oh.
That's a very grievous wound indeed, right there. All
That's a
because of
full
that.
moon when I bend over.
Always.
Wait, you sure that's not a person? Bend over?
It could be stuck in my crack. I should be a plumber.
That was Cody's nickname in football camp this weekend.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
Cody came in as he tied in. You left a wide receiver.
Not
Oh,
Okay, I guess more easy peons. Okay. Oops, went right past another post.
I'll be right back, guys. I got a phone call.
Okay. Apparently these peons are close to the wood. This makes no sense to me.
I do like the graphics on this.
Oh, the graphics have gotten... Oh, crap, there's other people here. The graphics for this game have changed so much over the years.
Yeah. I've never really played it, to be honest with you, but I mean, I do have a lot of friends who are into it and all that, and it always impresses me the level of detail they put into the graphics on it every time they expand it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was thinking maybe next week with doing this of showing everybody the different cinematics from the very first World of Warcraft all the way up to today's cinematics to show you the difference of everything that's been going on with each and every expansion.
Right.
I mean, one of my favorite sayings to say is, and because of this game, is "you are not prepared," and that's all from Illidan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things of hey, you cunt. It's one of those things of it's never gonna go away because it's just it's a fun saying, and it all started with the Burning Legion.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that last quip was more JP and less World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
So Cody just said there was no butt wrap. Is that what they're calling it now?
Butt wrap? Really?
Butt wrap? Whoa, shit.
Was people rapping into each other's assholes?
Hi, Mitch. You made sure you had the soap tied to his hand. How you didn't drop the soap?
Talk about a shitty microphone.
Is there a new seaweed wrap out there that we don't know about yet? It's just for the butt?
Well, apparently that's how Lil Wayne records his music, from what I heard.
Makes sense. Have you not heard him? I will say this, they have taken away quite a few of my abilities, so I'm kind of relearning my UI here with this Paladin, but so far so good, actually. It's definitely, with the Paladin, it's definitely making you have to work a bit more.
Oh man, I forgot that. Oh no. Oh god, sorry guys. Oh shit.
Brown pants alert.
So beautiful.
We got the brown pants salon 1, brown pants salon 1.
It's code brown. We have a code brown. Please get out of the wake and the kiddie pool. We have a code brown.
How is it I had 783 followers yesterday on Twitter, and today I have 676?
It's something called the Twitter purge.
100 followers done?
I lost over 100 followers.
That means that means they were fake accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were bot. How the hell?
That's exactly what I said. I was like, what the fuck? Really?
Why so many bots followed you? I don't understand. Oh god. Sorry, Jesus.
So, if we're to follow Cody's story, he remembered the soap but forgot the E.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck? What did he eat before after the soap?
Apparently.
Okay, T-Rex, I'm going to break this down to you very nice and easy here. Blizzard is never, ever going to get rid of World of Warcraft. Alright, if it was not for World of Warcraft, they would not be billionaires right now. I mean, yes, they have games like Overwatch, Diablo 3, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone. They have all of those games, but none of those games, not even Diablo, has brought them the money that World of Warcraft has. So
and this is a subscriber
milk
based,
this
right?
money cow for as much as they can.
And this is per month subscriber based thing, right?
That it is.
Yeah. They have maybe millions of people. That's so much money per month that they get in.
Last count, it was up to 14 million people playing this game.
Holy, that is... They're getting billions of dollars per year from this game.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
And it's not even just the subscription, because I can come right over here to this little shop, and I can get game upgrades. I can buy pets.
Pay for play.
Yeah.
They're making bank.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I gotta tap out. I'll see you guys later.
Have fun,
I'm
Mello.
gonna tap out myself.
Merge.
See you later, Merge. Thanks for being on, man.
Merge, nice to talk to you, man. I think he's out.
I think he is too.
Oh my god. And hashtag mellow farts. Fartopia, baby. Fartopia.
Absolutely.
Coming soon.
That fart was the sound of Cuddy's asshole in the shower.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, let me tell you a story. Sometimes when I wake up, I fart really loud. And I live in a condo, an apartment, and I swear to God my neighbors hear me. Every morning.
It's possible they do.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Every morning you hear...
Did you guys? What the fuck did William Shatner do? That he went on a weird rant today.
Did he really?
Yeah, he apparently he pissed somebody off about an autograph or something, and he went on this.
He's like 80-something years old. What does he have to do with? He needs to calm down.
He's in his 80s. He's like 83 or something.
Yeah, he needs to relax there.
He went after me once on Twitter when I was yeah, for real. It was funny. I said I was like, could you explain the meaning of life to me, William? Something, and he responded, and we had this weird back and forth. It was strange.
That's true. Wow.
Yeah, I wish I still had it. It's my old account under my real name. It was really weird. He started getting really kind of snippy with me too. He was very obnoxious.
Well, that's the whole problem with him is he sits there and thinks because he was Captain Kirk, he's God's gift to the world.
Yeah, with his toupee. Yeah, he's going on a freaking Twitter rant right now. He just did 6 of them in the last 1 hour.
Yeah, he totally went apeshit apparently, and I'm dying to know what happened. Obviously, I thought.
Somebody needs to sit there and remind him
I received
that
about 100. He's saying, didn't you say once that you receive a ridiculous amount of requests for an autograph a year? Don't stress over it. It would be crazy to sign every request. I receive about 100,000 autograph requests a year. And he's just like...
Back in the day, before the internet, that he would ask a lot of money for at a convention for an autograph. He would ask $50 back then, and that was a lot of money back then.
And, yeah, that was more than anybody else or any other booth.
Yeah,
right.
He was really douchey about it. I heard.
He's a big douche. I love his work, but he's a douche.
Somebody needs to sit there and remind him that he's no better than Huey and Abram commercials here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, he's like Scooby-Doo.
He's a terrible actor. He really is.
He is. Oh, his music, did you hear Nickels and Dimes or Silver Nickels and Silver Dimes or something?
No.
He did Rocket Man, dude.
It is... Look up... I think it's called Silver Nickels and Silver Dimes or Silver Quarters or something. It is the worst song ever.
Yeah.
He does... He just...
William Shatner down?
I'm sorry?
Again?
You
Who
know
cooked
the
you
show about William
Cheerios?
Shatner down?
So you broke up when you said that. I something about William Shatner. I didn't hear the whole thing. I'm sorry. What?
Alright, you know how to shut William Shatner
Oh,
down,
I
right?
got to shut down? Well, no, I enjoy his stupidity. I just reframed
George
it.
Takei?
No, just tell him
You just, like,
Chris Pine did a better job.
Well, I wouldn't shut him down. That would heat him up. Just say, George Takei loves you.
You're like, I know, I love
Oh,
George.
my. I love George. Oh, my.
Oh, George.
George Takei.
Oh, Howard.
Me and Shatner. I fucked him.
I just shot in my pants.
He's a terrible person, William.
He's lost it.
He made the
He's
worst Star Trek movie in the entire series.
He did.
Oh,
Yeah, but that wasn't
It's
entirely his fault, though. That was the writer's strike, too.
I know, but his acting ability didn't help. I mean, even if it was his acting ability was top notch, even if it wasn't the best writing, it's just I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
It's true. He's just terrible.
He's a pompous ass.
basically.
Yeah. I mean, I respect him, but I think he's an asshole at the same time. I
Oh,
respect his work,
absolutely.
but not his person.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He's gone and fucked up so much with his own career that there's no point in him really being part of any acting career anymore.
No,
It is most of the career.
spectacle of myself.
A friend of mine used to work for the USA Network. They used to have a show called it was like this afternoon show. I forgot what it was called. This is years ago. And he had to pick up George Takei. They asked him to pick him up. So he picked him up again. This is before the internet. This is how old I am. So he's in the car with George Takei, and my friend was hysterical because he does a great impersonation of him. I can't do his voice for anything. But he's like, yeah, he's like, the only thing he did was say how horrible William Shatner was. And he had me in tears. The stories he was telling me was so funny. He's like, yeah, he just sat in the back of the car. He was like, yeah, he's just so terrible. And he's like, he just loved hearing his stories. It was really funny.
He just likes hearing his own voice. That's the problem.
I know, and it takes him like an hour to get through a sentence. He's like, it's like, dude, shut up. Bones.
We need
turn
to
the
have-
machine.
Oh, go ahead.
Whoever was talking
We
first,
need
don't
to
worry.
have Bobbitt say that certain quote he says about Shatner all the time.
And what would that be?
Bob, remember the quote about his wife? Cool.
Oh.
Sometimes I like to push my wife in the pool.
Oh, well done in the pool.
I like to push my wife down the stairway. Bobby.
Because she told me she was pregnant again.
What a beautiful pool you have, William.
I
That's
pushed her
pool,
down the
that's
stairs. Ain't she still warm?
Johnny Holmes, that's not my pool. That is alien blood.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
weird, dude.
My balls. Your chin.
My balls. Your chin, JP.
He'd be great in porn. Johnny William.
I think I'm the worst William Shatner impersonation. I am William Shatner. It's like
That's the thing. The worst impression of him is actually the most accurate of him at the same time.
yeah. It's a me, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm with William Shatner. Hey. Oh my. It's me, George Takei. Get down. It's Arnold. Yeah, it's a two. Don't worry, I'll be here all week.
That would be Will. You can catch him here or
Ella
on
will
Twitch.
be here all year, folks. He can't leave.
I don't leave for anything, because I'm dead.
He's dead and stuff like the rest of us.
Oh, I'm a dusty old cunt.
Alright, this is what I'm going to do on Twitter all day. I'm just going to keep recommending people watch Tommy NC20's 10's hysterical stand-up comedy video from today.
Oh, I gotta. After this, I'm gonna check it out.
He goes on this bizarre rant about Jurassic Park, and all you hear is crickets. It's very disturbing.
Oh wow!
It's a
what did the
comedy
ketchup
routine. Why is he
packet
doing a
say to
rant?
the other ketchup packet?
Dude, he did that. He fucking did that.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He did that on stage. He does it
He did
during
it
this
again.
fucking thing. It is so awkward. It's like, dude, why you don't stop? You know, it's like you want to shake him. It's like it's so uncomfortable to sit there. It's like, look, man, just
If he knew how to read and write, maybe he could do jokes better than doodle. I mean, you're not gonna get it
one
right.
that saw that. Oh my god.
Or you okay?
I don't
Just
even
moving
like
it.
Looks like we'll be making our first All-Star game this year. Hooray!
What
I
was
wish I was on a better team because this team sucks dick.
Well, okay then.
Oh my, Bobbit.
Oh, ow.
You suck up, you suck.
Oh, Howard.
Oh.
I just stubbed my penis on that young man. I
That's
have something
interesting.
to
I met
say.
this really, this pretty woman started talking to me on my Plenty of Fish account. Something that never happens. And I'm like, oh, cool. So she just sends me a message that she's going to sleep, but it was really great making a new friend. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Wait.
God.
You actually pay for a Plenty of Fish?
No,
it's
it's
free.
free. It's free.
Dude, in order to do jack shit, I have to pay for that shit.
There's only
No,
like
Plenty of Fish is
14
free.
women on the entire island, so it's not a big deal. It's like slim pickings, dude. Seriously, there's literally 14 women on Plenty of Fish in my area, and it
You
was
need
a
to get
shot
out of
to
there.
get a response. She must have been bored or drunk. I don't know.
Get out of there, Johnny Hose. Get out of there. Ah.
Oh no.
I'll read the exact message that she just left. She left me about an hour ago. It's just, well,
You, Johnny Hose. You're an amazing man, but we can only be friends.
Here it is. Thanks for the chat. My son finally crashed, and I'm right behind him. We will chat again soon. It's nice to make a new friend.
That sounds interesting.
Home run, baby.
Well, it's halfway. And I'll say that because she said again and a friend, and that means you have a shoe in the door.
You know how many shoes
So
I have?
that's
Well,
not a
so many
no.
shoes, I can't wear them.
You
I know.
Oh, yes.
I
know
know,
what
darling.
I need.
So depressing.
You say he's just a friend.
Why can't we be friends? They say that you're just friends.
Well,
And you like giant hairy con. Oh wait, that's Trickster.
yeah,
Oh,
was clean.
That's George Takei, baby.
Oh, my.
Oh my. You should see my face when I do that. I feel like a seal. I feel very
Hello.
awkward when I
At
do
least
that.
it's better than being a whale.
That's true. That's true. Thank God I'm not a whale. I'm a seal.
Man, that smell is still resonating with me, man. It was 2 hours ago. What the fuck?
Now, let me ask you something. I have this thing called Stress Less. It's 100% pure essential oil inhaler. And I've been sniffing it for the last hour. And it's delicious.
I want to try that stuff that we spoke about on the DM. Hello. My friend's mom introduced me to it, and it's pretty good.
It really works. And it's 100% legal. I just actually ordered.
I'm kind of afraid to order it where I live though, because I live on government land and it's very weird. Like if I drive 45 minutes, then I'll be on state land, but government land, the rules are creepy.
They're very strict, yes.
Yeah, it's like we literally, like, you know the expression, a federal case, I don't make a federal case out of this. Well, everything is literally a federal case out here.
But you're still in state limits, right? Even though it's government land, it's...
No, it's like we're like on a completely different... The rules here are just... Everything's government rules. Nothing applies.
Can you get, like, the book of... Do you have rules? Like, a book of rules? Or, like...
What do you mean, like, you know, whether or not it's okay to get vape? I don't know.
No, it's like, it's got to adhere to.
No, we basically found, I mean, it's like this. It's like if I got in trouble for anything, like a speeding ticket and I had to get arrested, it would be federal law. It wouldn't be state law. So that's basically what it is. It's the same rules, basically, but it's federal law. So, like,
wow.
You go to federal, it's very strange. Yeah, it's like very strict, and because I think there's only like 12 other parts of the country that live on federal land, because the land was never claimed. It's very strange how it works.
Oh, I got you. It's one of those things that the government swooped in because there's no deed.
Free land.
I mean, it's free land.
It was basically
the only thing I could say is thousands and thousands and thousands of people ordered from there.
I don't know, man.
And I have not seen one review or one case that anybody said that anything has happened.
I should do it. I should look into it. If I can afford it, I'll put the money together.
And I'll give you other resources too to you know.
Yeah, man. I looked into that place. It's kind of mean the way they did it. They first offered me a discount for the first session, and then when I went back there, when you sent me the link again, they were like, "It's only $67 a session." I'm like, "What?
Oh my!"
Get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
That's
like
weird,
$65
because Philip DeFranco said it was like $19 as low, average around $19 to $28.
That's how they get you.
They had first offered. They had first offered me like a discount with my insurance. It was like $28, like you just said. But I couldn't afford that either. And then I went back there after you sent me the link again, and they were like, "Oh, it's for $67," and they wanted to set me up with the same person. I'm like, all right, and they had the same message that I tried to send her, and it was really like, "We haven't sent your message yet. Just give us your credit card number." I'm like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
They won't send the message until the credit card?
Yeah, they wouldn't send the message unless they got the credit card. Unless
Philip DeFranco tweets that out, and he's a big YouTuber. I'll direct message him or get involved, and I'll tell him, you know, what's the deal with this shit.
Yeah,
he uses it.
I wrote this woman this really long message. It's like, "Hey, you know, I really need help. You know, what you and I talked about privately." I kind of said, basically reiterated everything, and it was like within 1,200 words or less or whatever that is, you know, and and they wouldn't send the message. They're like, you know, if you want to send it, send us money, and then they harassed me with these annoying emails, you know, like, "Hey, we still have your message." I'm like, "Fuck you! I know you still."
I'm gonna talk to Philip DeFranco and say, "Hey, man, this is what's going on. Like,
Something
You-
you're
I'll
endorsing
and
is
use
not what it says
messages
it
if
is.
you want, man. I don't mind you showing it to him. I mean, like, cause there's a lot
Yeah,
of
because
people-
he's whatever he sponsors, whatever he gets as he uses and he believes in. So if something's happening that he doesn't know, he'll make it right. He's one of those type of guys.
Yeah, just let him know. Just be like, look, they won't even allow you to send a message unless you pay them.
Send the
like,
money. Yeah.
It's like you answer all the questions, which I did, and then the woman comes up and, you know, she's got this automatic message thing that says, hi, my name is blah, 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 whatever her name is. Goes through the whole
Yeah.
spiel, and then like an ass, I write this whole thing out. I explain everything to her, and I hit
Yeah.
send, and a stupid credit card thing pops on the screen. And they won't
Wow.
let you get past it unless you give them your credit card. So, and it's what I think is really, really mean is the fact that they save the message that you wrote, and they kind of like hold it ransom, you know? Like that message
Oh
is
my
there for
God.
eternity. And they won't send
That's
it to
fucked
it.
up.
It's fucking mean. I was like, that is really cool.
I apologize for that. I did not.
No, bro, it's not your fault because I've done it.
No,
Like I said,
but it's
you sent
like,
it to me.
what the hell? What's wrong with these sites and people? What's this world, man? This world pisses me off beyond any reasoning or language.
I don't, and like the other thing that changes is like they don't take my insurance anymore either, which is really weird because like they first took it and then offered me a discount. Now they don't take it at all. It's not even on the list. I'm like, okay,
What?
yeah. And I'm not. I don't want to say what you know what my insurance is. I don't want to say it. And I was like, holy shit! I'm like, this is really weird. So yeah, I mean, it's like I even told them what my state was. Like, yeah, I got, I answered every possible question. It was very strange. I was kind of taken by it. I gave them my income, the whole thing.
Everything. And you spilled your heart out. And they're like, oh yeah, we're not going to send it and make sure it's the right person until you give us money.
Basically, that's basically what it comes down to in a very nice way. That's how they put it.
Because you don't know if it's the right person, and they don't know if it's the right patient until that message goes through.
Exactly.
I mean,
So
I was
how
thinking,
can they-
what if I was suicidal? Like, what if I literally wanted to kill myself?
Well,
and I
they said if you're suicidal, you should call 911 or.
call the
Yeah, they have it's kind of like doctors when you call in. You're like, oh, I need to make a new appointment. You hear that, please, if this is a true emergency, please hang up and dial 911. It's kind of like
Oh yeah. The
you're
typical
beyond that.
psychiatrist.
You need to get immediate help that they can't provide.
Yeah, they won't give that. They'd probably have to wake the lady up or something because I basically got an automatic, a canned message from her anyway. The first time.
Wow.
It's
Well, at
kinda-
least I'm not gonna ever recommend that site. I'm gonna get Philly D and tell him what's going on.
I
Wow.
even reached out to my psychiatrist that I used to have in New York, who's like a total dodo, but I reached out to him anyway.
They're talking
I'm like,
about
dude, guess where the fuck I am now?
based on medical service and how it is.
I can always ask my therapist if she knows, like a network or some type of group that has, a therapist around.
Yeah, man, I'm willing to try anything, honestly. I'm sorry, Heather. I'm taking
No,
over
go
your-
right ahead.
Yeah, we're sorry. Sorry if you're Heather. I just had like 2 beers in very short time, and I'm feeling it.
I'm gonna buy some wine. If it's not too bad tomorrow, I'm gonna get a couple of bottles.
I said this week, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have a couple beers. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna sleep a little more, and I'm gonna try to take that stress out. And I'm gonna try to come back fresh next week.
I'm gonna do the same thing, except I think I'm actually gonna try to clean this weekend. My apartment is.
I'm telling you, Johnny, cleaning. Listen, I got a lot of stuff, and it's clean in here, but it gets cluttered. Cleaning and uncluttering really
Dude,
your environment sets your mood.
True, you're absolutely right, man. It's been like this for about 4 months. It's just a fucking mess. It's just I can't.
And
stop.
don't do all of it at one time. Pick an area.
I know, but I kind of should, just because it's been like this for so long. It's like, ugh. It's like an episode. I mean, I don't even have anything. All my stuff was left behind after I got shot. I literally just picked up a couple of boxes, stuffed them in the car, and left everything in my old apartment. So everything is still in Greenville for 2 years. Well, probably not anymore. I mean, I left stuff that was unbelievable behind. And I don't have this kind of excuse to have this place so messy, but it is. It's like,
listen, you had a traumatic experience, and you don't want to think you did or anything, but you did. I mean, it's subliminally anybody who would go through that. I would listen. It's hard to fathom to be in your shoes.
I mean, I know I really don't want to be annoying about it, guys. I'm really sorry because I know it's overwhelming to some people. It gets to me. I think about it every day. It doesn't leave my mind. It's always there. It's just driving me crazy.
It's good to talk about things, though, because you keep... Look, I'm going to tell you something about me. I went through bouts of depression a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. I used to keep shit bottled up inside. I don't anymore. Like, if I'm having a problem, I tell Heather what's going on. And I feel so much better.
That's good.
It does. And with you guys, I'm able to vent, So if I'm having a bad day, and Johnny, same goes for you. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Heather's here.
Thanks, guys.
And the stream is open, Johnny. Remember that.
I know.
You want to go on the stream? You want to talk in the DM?
I don't want to be like that guy,
It's not that guy. We like you. We love you. We need the holes. I need a hole in my life, damn it, Johnny.
Trust me, I have many. I have 2.
Hook him up to AC/DC.
Dude, I gotta be honest with you, the other thing is, for the past 2 days, this fucking bullet wound will not leave me alone. The pain is driving me fucking crazy. I don't know why. It's never like this. I'm taking pills like fucking crazy by the handful.
Well, is it subliminal? Is it
could be
really
your
there?
Mind messing with you.
I mean, the mind is such a powerful thing, an entity of itself. You never know what it can do.
I honestly don't know, because it started last night. I take medication for it. I'm not on like anything crazy, any opiates or anything like that. I'm just on the special nerve thing that's supposed to help. And I've been taking the stuff by the handful, and it's literally, it feels like somebody has a very sharp needle, and they heat the needle up over like a stove, and and afterwards they just kind of stick it in.
That's not your mind. That's actual something happening. So let me ask you the next question. Do you have the time or willingness to get an MRI or in that area
I would like to get another one, because I had one not obviously done after I was shot, and that was 2 years ago, and they because I had to find where the bullet was. But this time I don't know. I would like to ask my doctor if she could recommend one for me. I mean, of course I might have to go fucking some crazy place 3 hours away, but
if it makes you feel better and you get those answers, not knowing is the worst thing for anything.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, it's just too. It's true too, because it is like, all I know is that I was told there's like some kind of a scar there, and it was supposed to grow back, like the muscle was supposed to grow back or something.
You never know. You might have a fragment of the bullet. That the doctor did not see, because when there's a lot of damage like that, and when it recovers, it could, do different things to show different things. So
you're absolutely right too. I mean, because I heard the gun go off twice, and they insisted that they only found one bullet. That's another thing that pisses me off. So it's just like, I was like,
and if there might have been so much damage or so much, anything that they might have not. You might have another bullet in there, Johnny.
I wouldn't be surprised, because it really kind of does feel that way, man. It's like, it's fucking weird. It's the weirdest feeling in the world. I wish I could describe it better. It's just horrible.
It's internal.
Yeah. And like, if you look at it, it's like you could barely see that anything's there, which is another thing that's really weird.
But so is cancer. you look at somebody, you don't see it. It's inside. You know, it's all internal. Or somebody with any illness. You know, most of the time it's just.
I don't know, man. It's also fucked up because I owe my doctor money and they're fucking breaking my balls. The stupid bitch wouldn't put it in the computer, so the insurance would cover it. So now
code it right. I just had that. Oh my god.
I'm having problems with my mouth. I had this really disgusting side on my neck. Bless you. Sorry. Bless you.
Bless you.
It's always best to just wait until he's done because he could go on forever with this.
Gazoot? That's like me. Is that JP?
Yes, it was.
I sneezed like 8 times in a row for my mama.
It's like 600 today.
Might be getting sick, JP.
He is.
Might be? I know.
He's got a cold.
Oh.
It's nasty, dude.
Nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. Don't get Heather sick.
It's inevitable.
She sounds like she was catching it. She was coughing earlier today.
She might have given it to you. She might have been the carrier.
She might have been, asshole.
Uh-oh. Heather.
Where's the love?
But yeah, I would definitely say.
So they would have said something to her, so she's not.
Didn't even have a fever. It was below normal.
What can you take when you're pregnant that, like, for colds and stuff?
Oh, you can take.
You can pretty much take anything. You just have to be careful of how much you take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's the quantity that
Yeah,
really.
it's always the quantity.
Hold
like right
on,
now,
baby. Fuck yeah.
He did it. You hit those bobs.
And it's like right now I'm kind of banned from sushi because no mercury.
That's true. But you can't have shrimp and stuff, right?
I have to be, again, quantity because it's something that could carry mercury within it, so.
I guess, I mean.
Why? What is it about mercury that you can't for
I'm
babies?
pregnant.
I guess it's a heavy metal, and I guess it just doesn't get out of your system. It can mutate chemicals and DNA.
Yeah.
Wow.
It could actually cause defects within the baby.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And also
Mercury
certain
is disgusting.
sandwiches
Love the Johnny Holmes.
and certain sandwich meats could have too much bacteria, which can make the baby sick.
Yep, and nitrates and.
Yep.
Wow.
Being pregnant is
It's a pain.
She can never eat it.
kids. I'm telling you, when Heather gets that chocolate wine or whatever it's called,
The choco bean? Yeah, I'm drowning an entire
Oh,
bottle
man.
as soon as I can.
she's gonna. Oh, you're gonna have more than that.
Hey man, I would do anything for an excuse to eat crap. Are you kidding me? Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd be
I'll
pregnant
take
every time.
Bacon stuffed pickle, please.
Oh, I hate pickles.
I've been craving a fucking coconut pie for the past 2. I just want to eat a whole pie.
Oh, coconut pie is delicious.
Fuck it
Chocolate
in,
cream
man.
pie.
Something.
Chocolate
Coconut
cream
cream
pie is
puff
right
pie or coconut cream pie.
Oh. There's this fucking
Oh.
like marine calories or some shit, whatever the fuck her name is.
Marie
She makes
Callender's?
that chick. Her fucking pies, man. I would have sex with them. They're so fucking good.
Yes, they are. I love Marie Callender's.
They do have some really good pies.
And
That's
don't
really
get
good
me.
food.
I've actually eaten entire fucking pies in one sitting. I don't care. That's my fucking drug. Pie.
He's on the rage. A pie rage.
Oh man, that's so good.
He's a pirate. Arr, I'm out for pirate booty.
I hope that smell is me. I don't want to fucking have to deal with this, man.
Can you imagine it's just the smell of you? Is that garbage? No, that's just
Just
me.
me.
I showered today quite nicely, I might add.
I had a nice shower, damn it. I need to shower.
Smell is lingering in my nose. It's driving me fucking bananas. What is that?
It's driving me batshit crazy.
It's true.
I had this the essential oil my mom got me. And I thought she was crazy, but it's called stress relief. It's very nice.
It's
I will
amazing
try
how the olfactory
anything.
works.
I'm at the
It
point.
does work.
I'll try experimental drug. I mean, I'll try
No,
anything.
I'm telling you, Johnny, and people out there, whoever's watching, we're going to find out soon that smell has to do with everything, pollution, or anything. I really think with these essential oils, somebody or some company made specific smells would really set the mood differently.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. There's one smell that when I was a kid, my mom used to get these scented candles every Christmas, and I didn't know they were scented candles, but she always used to like them, and they had this very distinct
Cinnamon?
smell. No, it wasn't cinnamon. It was this incredible. It was such a different smell, but it was so good. It just this very comforting. It just reminds me so much. I wish I could find it. I don't. It was like I was like 4 years old, but I still remember that scent. It's incredible. This one candle that she used to use.
Anybody remember that candy? There was strawberries and cream. It was like a hard candy. That shit was amazing.
Oh yes, I do. That was fucking great.
My
I know.
favorite,
I wish you would bring them back.
my
What were
favorite
they?
candy during Christmas time was always the ribbon candy.
Oh, those, like the really, like the homemade, or not homemade, but your local ribbon candy?
Yep.
Yeah, it's very good. Because you get the ones in the box and you're like, yeah.
The ones
You
in the
could
box
kill a
aren't
guy
too
with
bad
it.
as long as you go with the right company.
The right one, yeah. I had some really,
Right.
bad tasting ones, but I did have a few good.
You gotta look for that company that's been around since like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Is anybody in here Italian?
No.
I
am.
When I was another thing that my family was popular for. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. When Spingi, have you ever heard of that?
It sounds familiar to me, actually.
It's an Italian pastry that my grandmother used to make. I think that is just amazing.
What's
like
it like?
it's like funnel cake, except it's made with like cheese. Yeah,
What?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's basically like they're like little balls. Basically, it's the only way to explain them. And they're dough.
So it's like funnel cake with
That's-
ricotta cheese?
Yeah, they're little they're like little funnel balls. You put on they're like donut kind of like material or whatever you want to call it, and
Yeah.
it's made like a funnel cake. It's like except it's like little round balls. They're yeah. My grandmother and my godmother used to make it every Christmas. And you put a little honey on it if you want, and some powdered sugar, and it's the most incredible thing in the world.
Italian sweet ricotta Easter pie.
That's unusual. Never heard of that.
My favorite Italian dessert has always been the Zeppoli.
Yeah, that's actually a better way of putting it, Heather. It's like a zeppoli.
I like zeppoli. So it's like a zeppoli, but it has ricotta?
Yeah, except it's got cheese in it. You won't even know
Yep.
that it's made with cheese, but it's great.
Well, I love ricotta. I mean, it's one of my favorites because it's so versatile.
It is.
You can bake it, or you can cook it, you can do whatever.
You can use it for desserts. Oof.
Can you fuck it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
you can,
savory
Bob.
and sweet.
I'm like Ray, man. I'm addicted to fucking cannolis, that stuff. Oh, because cannolis.
You ever have
these?
Italian wedding cake?
What were you asking, Johnny?
Wait. Oh no, that's like I forgot.
We're too many good desserts.
For Italian people, absolutely.
Listen, I might not be Italian, but Italian is my favorite food.
Oh,
My
same here.
favorite genre of food.
Mello, I actually have Italian blood in me.
Well, you and me will get together. You make good chicken parm?
Yeah, Mom does.
You see, I can't
Oh.
make fucking tomato sauce. I get yelled at for that all the time. 'Cause
Do you use the? Here's the question. do you use puree or the canned whole tomatoes?
I use the shit that says sauce.
You're right.
Right now I'm
That's
eating.
what- That's the difference. If you use the canned whole tomatoes instead of the puree, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I'm told.
I watch a lot of cooking channel.
Well, you can sit there. You can sit there and still use the
puree.
But you got just add in like actual tomato paste.
Yeah, it's like tomato paste and puree and some other stuff. I don't know. I just buy the stuff in that fucking can. I'm eating Newman's Own.
They have some really good ones already pre-made.
They do.
Like I cook, but if I don't have to make a sauce, I'm not going to.
Takes too long to make a sauce, in my opinion.
I went through this phase where I was just putting butter on my pasta, and now I just can't take the butter anymore. So now I'm just putting sauce on it, because all I can afford is pasta. That's my fucking dinner every goddamn night, and I'm just getting tired of Newman's Own. Good. The what's it's called isn't bad either. What's the Walmart makes a pretty good pasta. Believe it or not. No, sauce, marinara sauce.
What you can do is you can get some pasta, some sweet peas, some little shrimps.
Horse pasta?
Yep.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. It's really good. I bought a really shitty brand of olive oil.
Or tuna pasta you can make.
I ate pasta with refried greens last month. It was fucking great. It doesn't look very good. It looks like somebody shit on it, but it's really fucking good.
Yeah, but it tastes better than it looks. Yeah, it looks like shit, but man, this thing tastes amazing.
It's true. It looks like somebody took a massive shit on ziti, but it's really
it's the same way it's going to come in, it's going to come out.
Exactly. You're absolutely right, Mello. That's exactly how it looks. It's like, honey, don't wait to go to the bathroom. I need you to shit in my pasta. Because it really does look like that. It's.
You know,
I don't have to imagine what them look like.
One thing I've done with my mother, because we were always on a budget, is to use the dipping stuff, the dips for the chips, like the Tostitos.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you this right now, the creamy spinach one with spaghetti is fucking amazing.
That sounds good.
And if you want, throw in a little tuna as well, along with it.
Here's the deal. I'm looking for suggestions, and please nobody say rice. My budget is basically $275 a month for food, and I'm a fat guy. I'm basically only down to one meal a day. Today I splurged and got this frozen pizza and a couple of slices of this weird frozen pie shit. Because they only give me 50. I don't want to get personal here, but like any suggestions I will take for something but pasta and rice, man. Oh, I'm so tired of it.
Anything but calories, like the pasta, the rice.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like I gotta lose weight, but in all honesty, when you don't have the money to lose weight, you just don't care anymore.
Well, that's the thing. Is eating healthy is expensive. The cheapest stuff is sugar and carbs, and it's like you want a salad,
but you don't have $8 for a salad.
$10.
I have this argument with my friend all the time. I'm like, dude, I would eat everything you're suggesting, but I can't afford it. He's like, come on, man. I'm like, dude, it's $275 a month. I'm like, go to the fucking store and come back.
$275 divided by 30 is $850 a day divided by 3 meals.
It's 33 days because you have to include when, you know, everybody knows I'm on disability. So my disability check comes up.
So 33 days, less than $8 a day divided by 3 meals.
It sucks. So it's always like fucking pasta.
That's horrible.
And they only give me $15 a month in food stamps.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because I'm a single male, they only give me $15 a month. I used to be $25, and this month they lowered it to $15.
Can you get diagnosed with something and what?
Dude, I have heart disease and I have PTSD and depression and bipolar from the beginning.
So there's nothing. Yeah, and this is what they give you.
He's got
Fuck the
everything
government.
there is to have.
God damn it.
Basically,
What the hell?
look, I'm not gonna put out the violins, but I was given like 15 years after I had the heart surgery. They said I might. It's pretty much 15 years, and I'm supposed to go. So like, it's hard to, I've learned to deal with it. I just joke about it now. So it's like 15 when you have that much time left, and it's like, I mean, being on disability is embarrassing enough, but it's like
not.
But it's not.
Johnny, never
It's
look
not
at it as
embarrassing.
an embarrassment. Never look at it like that. My
And
mother
don't
was
look
on
at it as a
disability.
stigma.
people really piss on you though when you tell them you're on disability
Those
because they
are
don't.
pieces of shit, though. Those
But,
are
you know,
people.
it's like-
Those are.
Those
Not
are the
because they
people
don't
that
see
don't
or-
understand the situation.
I mean, because they don't see or like what you feel. Because you don't look like you're disabled. People just shit all over you.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable. Like, it is so fucking degrading. Like, every year I have to fill out this paperwork and to show that, I have no money. And it's just really the most degrading, humiliating thing. Even to fight for that $15 a month. It's just ridiculous.
It is, but you do it. You never, ever, around us at least,
It's incredible.
you never have to worry about us degrading you because of being on disability. My mother was on Social Security disability all the way up until the day she died. And basically, we had to sit there and tell them every time that we don't take care of her. She takes care of herself. And it's just like, it was heartbreaking to do with that. But it was the only way she was going to get any kind of money whatsoever.
My grandfather is going to be 101 years old in September, right?
Wow.
And, yeah, and like he used to send me $100 a month, actually, just to help me out. And sometimes he still remembers to do it. And I don't ask for it anymore because I know the man's going to be 101.
Yeah.
So, but the disability, they actually had my social worker at the time actually would call him every year and ask him what about it. Like, it was the weirdest thing about $100, and it's like he would ask him all these. I'm like, Grandpa, they were like, well, can he fill out this paperwork? I'm like, the man's 100 years old, or 90. He was like 90 something at the time. I'm like, he's not going to be able to understand it. I'm like, you need to call him. And it was really embarrassing, I mean, it was an incredibly.
They have to do that to see where the money's coming from?
Yep.
Yeah, they want to know what I'm doing with the money and all this other stuff.
Jesus Christ. If only they did that to the corporations.
Dude, and they have my bank account number. They know what bank I use. My social worker this year, she was like, yeah, John, I have a question about this bank that you belong to. I'm like, the bank that I belong to switched hands. They're under a new name. I'm like, that's the only reason why I have that bank. She's like, okay. She's like, good, now I know. Because they look at your bank accounts, they want everything. There's no privacy whatsoever.
Basically what it is, Milo, is you have to be sure that you are not employed and receiving any kind of income.
Yep. So
And with certain
nothing.
banks, it's they have fees for their accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have no money, how are you able to afford this?
It's $10 a month with this new bank that I suddenly don't want to belong to anymore. $10 a month, unfucking believable, and they give you discounts if you use your money a certain way.
Right.
So they'll knock the $10 out. It's crazy. Last week,
Honestly, what is this world coming to?
I don't know, man. It's so, like, last week I saved up, like, money on my EBT card, my food stamp card. I was able to save up, like, $75 or something. And I had forgotten that I lost the card and I didn't program it the right way. So I went to the supermarket and I went to go use it. And, of course, I'm standing online. And, of course, the card doesn't go through. And, dude, I can't fucking tell you how embarrassing that is. Or the worst is when you don't have enough money on your food card, and there's
you have
somebody
to put a couple items back.
Yep.
You gotta put something back, and you gotta minus things, and then you got some fucking asshole next to you that's usually a tourist making snarky comments.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most degrading feeling in the world. And then they judge you on what you buy because you're using your card, and it's like, you don't need that. You know, you're like, fuck you. You know, it's like horrible. There is absolutely nothing pleasurable about living on disability or food stamps. Nothing.
No.
And
No.
nothing.
No, but because it is such a hard
all
life.
this fuss.
Because it is such a hard life doing that, that's why I don't think it's ever something to be considered degrading.
I just don't know why all these politicians and all these people are like, they want to take everything away. They want to.
Oh man, I shit bricks when I.
It's
hear all this
horrible.
stuff. Yeah.
It's horrible. No, it's like, you know, I work my ass off. It's just this world, man. It's made to lose sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
You really, you're made to feel like a loser. You really are. It's just like you're just made, and people look at you. It's just awful, you know. Especially with this Trump crap. It's just really a horrible, degrading thing to go through. Especially when you don't have family support too. That's even fucking worse. Don't even start.
Well, that's the thing. If you don't have the support system in place,
I don't have
that's
that at
true.
all. You know, my family is completely ashamed of me, and they're embarrassed and all this other stuff. They think I'm
Well, let them
lazy.
be. Let them be. But that means they don't know you. That means they don't want to know themselves. That means they don't. You know, you're better than that. We're all better than that, and that's why, you know, we all.
You know, it's like being shot wasn't enough for them. Like, they made me homeless when I had my heart attack. Now they do this. I'm sorry. I'm going to start going into my rant again. I got to shut the fuck up.
No, dude, this show is called World of Warcraft and Rage for a reason. It's definitely
I have
go
a
for it.
rage when I think about it, man. It's fucking awful. It's really... I was raised to believe that your family is family no matter what, and you take care of them no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, my mom passed away 12 years ago, and then after my mom passed away, my dad got remarried really quickly, because my parents were together for like 36 years before she died. And then after he got remarried, everything went to shit. I mean, it really went south. So now my sister doesn't talk to me, my father doesn't talk to me anymore. My grandfather is hard to talk to sometimes. He's like the only person I really talk to, and I love more than anything on the planet. And my friend is going to try to pay for me to come out there in September so I can see him. It's just because for his birthday. I haven't seen anybody in my family for over 8 years, and it is the most painful, horrible. I don't know, man. It's just, it hurts. It fucking hurts so much. I can't tell you. Emotionally, it kills me, and I've tried all this because I said something on social media about my family many years ago, and they took offense to it, and I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I mean, I know I do admit I did some stupid shit in the past, but that's because I was angry. I had no place to let any of this stuff out, and it's like, just get over it. Just fucking get over it. And they're not going to. So I've been written off. I'm like a big piece of shit. I'm a waste of life. Everything you could possibly imagine, I am to them.
Well, then they're not your family. We are.
Oh, thanks. I mean, they haven't come out and actually said it, but that's what I get from my sister. You should have seen the last text message I got from... I've literally not spoken to my sister in 8 years. And I reached out to her on Instagram, because she won't friend me on Facebook. And I'm like, you know, I'm worried about Grandpa. You know, he didn't sound right a couple of months ago. This is a couple of months ago. You know, he didn't sound right. I'm just concerned. And she's like, you know, Dad will not speak to you anymore because of something. Just to stop talking bad about the family on social media. That's why we're not talking to you anymore. And I'm like, I can't fucking believe this. I'm like, get over it. My stepmother has really taken this family over. She controls everything now. It's unfucking believable. I get so fucking angry when I think about it, man. Sorry.
No, it's quite alright. You have every right to be angry. I mean, it's like when I left New York and told my dad that I was not coming back. He basically blamed me for the foreclosure on the house. And I didn't speak to him until I found out I was pregnant.
Wow. How is he now?
when it comes right down to it, he's indifferent about the whole pregnancy to begin with. And he's still kind of back offish from me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, alright, fine. I haven't spoken to him since Father's Day.
You know, I think the same thing sometimes. Like, I was like, well, what if I meet someone, like, in that rare thing, and, like, would you come to my wedding? You know, that's what I'm thinking about my dad. Like, would he come to my wedding? Like, you know, that kind of thing. That's how crazy this whole thing is. It's like, unbelievable.
Well, I know when it comes right down to it, whenever JP and I finally decide to get married, he's not going to be able to afford to come out here to be part of our wedding. So I'm going to have to pay to fly him out here, or he's not going to be part of my wedding.
Family is so weird, man. I don't understand. It's like they raise us to believe all these things, and then they just, and then they don't become what they want us to be.
Right.
Families. I can't go into my personal life where I go, there's no rage. There's no feelings in it.
It's okay, man. Just let the world know about everything. Right, just now, I just, like, basically spilled my guts.
Well, you know, sometimes you got it.
Okay, if you've been keeping it in for too long, sometimes it's better to just let it out among strangers. Because of then you feel safer in a way. In some way, to lay it out amongst people you don't truly know, like you know your family. Because of the fact that we will listen to it a bit more and actually hear your side of it.
And the thing is, I've always admitted, the past few years I've come to admit my mistakes in the whole family situation too. Where I've said, yes, I did fuck up there, I did fuck up there, I did fuck up there. But still that's not enough. It's like, what? It's like you want to shake them and be like, what the hell is wrong with you?
What more do you want from me?
Exactly.
You know,
sometimes there's nothing you can do.
It's so hurtful. I mean, and like you see these, I say you as if it's you. I see these pictures on my sister's Instagram account of her and my stepbrother, and her and the family, and it fucking rips my heart out. You know, it is the worst feeling in the world. And my grandfather's like, well, you know, if you didn't tease your sister when you were younger. My grandpa, that's over 20-something years ago. We're both in our 40s.
You're really going to blame me for something we did as children?
He still does. And I'm also...
That's the only way he can comprehend, you know? And that's what happened with my grandparents. We had a huge rift in the family and a huge fight. And they didn't do shit to stop it or to help it or anything.
It's the weirdest thing because my grandfather's the only one who actually talks to me, but sometimes, and again, he's 100 years old, so I can forgive him, but there are times where he can get a little nasty, where it's just like, I can't believe you just said it. You know, it's like he'll say things to me, and I'm like, holy fuck, man, you know. We had this talk once about whether or not he was proud of me. Dude, I swear to God, I felt like a 12-year-old. I felt so small when I hung up the phone with him, I wanted to kill myself. He
might think it's 1952, though.
I mean, like, I was like, Grandpa, is there anything that you're proud of that I've done? I'm like, all the shows that I did when I was in college, all the plays. I'm like, is there anything you could think of? He's like, no. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I kind of have you topped with that, because the only time my father ever told me he was proud of me for anything was eating a grilled cheese sandwich that had mustard on it and not complaining.
Oh, my God. The only time my father told me that he loved me twice. Once when my mom died, 3 times. And the second time was when I was dying on a hospital bed with an oxygen machine down me so I could breathe on a respirator. When I was in that coma thing, when I was going through the hard thing. Mm-hmm. He told me twice. And I still believe to this day that he's ashamed of saying that, of showing his emotions. Because he actually started to cry.
Why don't you actually confront him?
I have.
Say, listen. What does he say?
Nothing. He doesn't respond. He doesn't respond. I said, dude, the last time I spoke to my dad was 3 days after I got shot 2 years ago. The last words out of his mouth were, okay, good luck to you.
And he's going to have to live with that the rest of his life.
That's what everybody says to me. But, dude, I still think...
I know you feel it the opposite, that you have to live with that, but it's not.
It's their
That's
decisions
him.
to behave this way.
That's him.
How am I supposed to react to that? And he's mad that I said something bad about them on social media. You said hello, thank you, good luck to you, and it's okay. You'll pop on a plane to go see your stepson within a heartbeat. He's the door's always open for him. You know, you'll let him in the house and let him stay with you for a week or two with his boyfriend. And my stepbrother's gay, but no, you can't say that. You know, you can't see your son after he got shot. Okay, good luck to you. That's what you say to me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Somebody tried to fucking kill me, literally, with a fucking gun. I got shot. Somebody tried. I can't get over that.
This is human DNA, you know, and that's what it's like. The word
and that
things
guy
don't make sense.
Alive. That guy is still alive, walking the streets, and I can't get that out of my fucking head.
Unless, Johnny, unless if that guy, and there is truly an energy, okay, and a karma, that guy might have got something to him.
Who knows, man? I mean, because
who knows? Okay, I'm just saying, or all three. The way I believe is this energy, this. We're all in the same boat, and I'm telling you, man, they're gonna get theirs. If it's not in this lifetime, and I'm not talking about heaven or hell, they're going to get theirs.
I don't know, man. I don't want to wish bad on anybody anymore, but it's like the emotional pain is horrible. I got to deal with the physical pain as well, thanks to these three idiots. I wish I knew what these people look like. I just know silhouettes. That's all I remember. They were in size order. The guy who shot me had dreadlocks. The other two were it's weird.
Let the higher energy. You know, it's out of your control.
I know.
You gotta let peace with you. You know,
it does, dude. I swear to God, I don't even have to think about it, and it will come back into it'll just pop in my head just as a visitor. You know, it's that unwanted thought that's just like, hey, remember? I'm like, fucking.
Did you ever dive deep into it?
Oh, yeah, dude. All I do is dive deep into it. That's all I think. Dude, I thought about every scenario. Like, why did you open the door? What if you didn't open the door? What if you didn't shut the door? You know.
Well, what about this? It happened.
Yeah, it happened. Get
over
it.
Not just get over it. It happened, and you know, those people are going to live.
It doesn't bother them, man. I mean, dude, seriously, when I open a door,
you never know.
I have a habit of saying, hey, how you doing to people. That's just like my thing. When I opened the door, the guy mocked me and said it just like I did. He said, hey, how you doing? And then he shot me. It's like, it resonates in that, like, the smell. That's the other thing that drives me fucking bananas.
The gun. Yeah.
I still smell that, but that is the worst smell in the fucking world, especially after a bullet hits you. I can't get that fucking smell.
I know this is gonna be crazy, but do you have a, you know, if you did shooting lessons?
I would probably freak out, to be honest with you.
You probably would, but
yeah.
You know, that might be liberating.
Oh, what is that called? I know the type of therapy you're talking about. It's something, yeah.
I mean, you live through it. You feel everything that happens.
Exposure therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it exposes you, but yet, no matter how much you think about it in every scenario, if you don't expose those same sensations, you almost
really
live through it again. You got to live through it again to get past it, because this time you're not.
This time it's you in control, not them.
Exactly.
Yeah, the control part, and I mean, it's just so weird. And then, like, even the moment in the hospital when the police are like, "Okay, you can go," and the hospital people are like, "Okay, you can go home." No, that still makes me angry. when I think about that too. It's like they going home the same night at 3:30 in the morning. This is a true story, and this is actually, I don't really go into this when I tell people it. I was completely naked. They ripped all my clothes off, my underwear, everything, and all I had was a gown. And when the cop drove me home, I just had this stupid gown on. Obviously, you know those gowns, you can see behind it. It's really embarrassing. And I remember just being so terrified. I'm sitting in the back of the police car, and I'm like, thinking in my head, this guy is driving me home right now. It's 3:30 in the morning. And then the fucking detective just says to me, when I ask him, well, what do you think is going to happen now? He goes, well, they could come back and finish the job. That's what he said about the guy who shot me. He could come back and finish me off.
What city was this?
Lovely.
What city was this?
This was in Greenville, North Carolina. If you Google my real name, I'll send you the copy of the news article. It's still there. It's still on the it's still online. I'll send it to you now if you want to see it. My full name and my old address shows up in the thing too, which is even weirder. That drives me. That's another thing that makes me crazy.
Yeah,
You ever hear of Waynesville, North Carolina?
No, I'm not sure where that is.
I was thinking Greensboro. You're in Greensville.
Queensboro isn't too far from me, from what I understand. Greenville is 2 hours and 75 minutes away. I know, because I still remember the drive back here.
Were you more close to the beach or the mountains?
Now I'm more close to the beach. There I was kind of like in this, sort of like a city area. I lived literally across the street from ECU, University, Eastern California, whatever the name of that place is called. Eastern Carolina University.
I think you need to make a Johnny Holmes podcast.
I talked about it, but I don't think anybody's going to want to listen to me bitch at more 3 hours.
It doesn't matter.
You've
doesn't
been going
matter.
on for almost an hour here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. But I'm just saying, it's not easy for you to talk about it here. It would be that much easier for you to do it on your own.
I'm sorry to you listeners. I apologize.
No, that's not the point of Heather.
These guys are like, I can't believe this guy. Sorry, guy.
No, what I'm saying is you're doing it so easily here with us. You should be able to do it just as easily on your own.
And you know, all of us will be co-hosts if you ever need anything. I mean, you should dive into it, man. You have the style, you got the voice, you got the personality. Just dive. Do it.
I would love to do a show just talking about just talking about the serious stuff. I really would. If any of you guys would be into that, I would love to do it. Because it's just, nobody wants to listen to it.
Do you have a Twitch or a YouTube setup?
I know. I don't have a YouTube setup. I can't. My laptop is such a piece of shit. There's no way in hell I could do.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That's the only thing that's preventing me from doing it, man. Honestly, I would do my own podcast if I could. People would be sick of me by now because all I'd be doing is stupid shit. But yeah, I mean,
Part 7 of today is Johnny Holmes Talks.
Tonight, I'm going to tell you about the massive bowel movement I had last night, guys. You know, that's how crazy.
The thing was 8 feet long.
You know, you think you're sick of Tom the NC-22 and his incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, you think you're sick of Tommy NC-2010? Wait till you hear Johnny Holmes.
Guys, I made a salad. Wait till you hear tonight. Eddie.
Holy moly, Johnny Holmes! Give us more.
And we do have a certain Canadian bear in the chat here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God! Are you talking about a Canadian basement?
I am indeed.
Holy moly! It's the big bear himself. Canadian basement.
Johnny, I'm all for it, man. Johnny and Johnny show sounds cool. I would do that.
The J&J show.
Yeah, you, Mello, and me, the three of us, we'd have a great show, man. We should do that.
I could be the Oreo, JMJ. You know, I'll be the M and the J's.
There always needs to be an Oreo in the relationship. The middle part is the
Oreo.
Yeah, somebody's got to be the cream. Oreo.
What would we call it? We'd have to call it something snarky.
We gotta call it something memorable.
Prozac.
Eric,
Johnny and Mellow.
Generic Prozac with Johnny and Mellow. I'll be right back. Generic.
Huh?
I don't want to, Johnny. I don't want to.
Generics are cheaper. With Mellow. What's a popular expression they use on us in therapy? We could call it whatever that is. There's still that show. I don't know if Drew's listening. You probably fell asleep by now. But there's that show that Drew and I have that's still in the can that we did in April that I don't know what's going on with it. It was kind of funny. I like it. I want to have somebody hear it.
It's now lost media.
I have it on my desktop. Exactly. Yeah.
It's definitely something to think about.
What? I'll do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. If you guys I don't care anymore. People are gonna hate me by the time I'm done with it, but who cares? Oh my God, Johnny Holmes!
Put Johnny Holmes in the hole, man.
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy. Just make a Johnny Holes t-shirt.
When's the Johnny Holmes 6 tape gonna come out?
Oh God. Ray, Ray, and this is a while ago, and Stacy had the funniest fucking conversation about my sex life that would make you. It was fucking hilarious. Ray was the two of them were like, we have to record this. I'm like, I don't know if people want to hear about my sex. They're like, no, guy, it's fucking crazy. You got to talk about it. I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably get arrested. No, I won't get arrested. I get probably a lot of bad. It's funny and strange, but we talked about that too. Possibility of that. I don't know if people want to hear about that.
What's the craziest thing you've done, Johnny Holes?
Pretty much done everything that's legal. So yeah, you name it, I've done it. It's frightening.
Every hole's been exposed with Johnny Holes.
Every hole's been exposed. Every crevice. I've been. Oh man, I can tell you stories that I can't.
You and Filthy should get together and do that. You should be part of Filthy Fuck Tips.
I don't think they would feel uncomfortable with Filthy about what you talking about, the meat locker thing?
No, he has his own show on Patreon called Filthy Fuck Tips.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he'd be pleased with my fuck tips. Mine are a little weird.
Never know until you try.
That's what he said in 1992.
Exactly, and I did, and it was fun.
I tried it.
You know those ads you see on Craigslist, or you used to see on Craigslist? Well, I've experienced some of those.
Oh no!
Bobbitt knows those.
I cannot tell you that it is funny. I'm not ashamed of any of it because it's great material. It really is. And it's all true because it's just so.
You ever been catfished?
I've been in catfish situations too. Yes, I will say that. Yes, I have. Twice. Before it was catfish, though. There were 2 times where. One, I was a chick. She came to my house when I lived in New York still. That was weird. I'm not going to go into details. And then there was another one was the other sex. But there's only 2. Which one? Same one.
It was the same person, but in 2 wigs.
Yeah. I've experienced basically. I'm not bragging. I'm just basically saying how it is. I've pretty much experienced. I've had threesomes before. which is hysterical.
Orgies, foursomes.
And orgies. I've been with people who are so much older than me. They should be on Social Security by now. It's unbelievable. I've been. Yeah, it's true. I was with people who are in their 70s and their 60s.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I heard too. Oh my, quite a few times.
Oh my, Johnny Holes.
Alright guys, I'm actually going to end it here because it's getting kind of late over here on this end and people have work tomorrow. So
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to everyone. I really apologize. Thanks for listening to me, guys. I do apologize.
I actually think this was very entertaining.
it was one of the better streams I've had this evening.
If you ever just want us to talk about weird shit, just talk to,
Call
Mello,
are
you working tomorrow, Mello?
I am doing an install, then I got a teeth cleaning. I got a little bit of action going on.
Ah, fun. I'm willing to take
But
this
if
to
free,
a show. Let's do this.
Let's just take it. Let's take it on. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. Let's take it. Let's take it on. Take my wife, please. No respect.
And with that being said, folks, check me and Bob it out tomorrow night at 6:30 Central Time, where we will be bringing you the review of the first Harry Potter movie over on the new channel Behind the Reels. So keep your eyes out for that. I will be tweeting it out tomorrow once everything is set up, and then we'll be going from there. Definitely, and thank you all for sticking on the call with me and being the chattiest group tonight.
And Johnny, if you want to join tomorrow, just DM Heather or me or Bob.
Absolutely, you're more than welcome to jump in.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'll do that. I'll take it over with my depressing stories. Thanks.
Well, we're going to be
Thanks
talking about Harry
again for
Potter, so
listening,
there's
guys.
not much to be depressed about with that.
I think tomorrow you're gonna have if you do jump in, Johnny, it's gonna be real fun, and I hope JP feels better.
Yeah, man, feel better.
Yeah, he'll be alright by tomorrow, I think. But we'll definitely see you guys tomorrow, so have a good night and enjoy.